My name is Osman Idris, a member of the civil society. Actually, what we have seen in Wajir is a crisis. COVID-19 patients are increasing. Currently, last night we had 4 patients. Out of it, we lost 1 patient. And there is a problem of oxygen. The plant is not functioning. We were told that the spare part is coming from Turkey and they are going to fix it, but it has taken too long. Then, in the meantime, we expected the government to provide some backup in terms of cylinders so that at least they are prepared enough. And the CEC in the morning told us that close to a week now, they have used 350 cylinders. And then you just wonder, were all those patients discharged? Where are they? So unless there is a leakage that 350 cylinders was maybe lost, we don't know exactly where those 350 cylinders have gone. And last night, as at 3 a.m., the CEC Finance was here. 3 a.m., the Deputy Governor was here. Yeah, CEC Health was here. The Deputy Governor was around. And the Public Service and the County Secretary was around. Abdullah was around. As much as they were around here, what they could help is to coordinate with Elwak. And so far they got 4 in the morning, and now I can see 5 being delivered. So that's about 9 cylinders. But the consumption rate of oxygen here is those things will not even last until midnight tonight again. So how long we keep going around, getting 2, 3, 4, that's not sustainable. So I'm sure one of the major problems that the patients have faced is that kind of feeling that the oxygen will cut short. So it's like the person knows he will die in the next 1 hour. So that kind of an anxiety actually causes depression. And that depression triggers hormones, it causes insulin to go up, sugar. And the late Mohammed Kunau, the principal of volunteer, was not diabetic. But then his sugar was high. Why? That's anxiety. Because it's like you're feeling oxygen is going to get depleted. Once oxygen is depleted, then you have no life. So that kind of an anxiety, this crisis is causing that kind of an anxiety. So we are telling the government to kindly provide a backup, at least 100 or 200 cylinders standby. That's not going to last even 4 days. Then the other problem we have seen here is the management of the COVID site, this Corona Center, this county COVID isolation unit. There is no isolation here. Actually, patients are mixing with the public. There is no control, there is nothing. So basically, it's a time bomb. And then we were told one of the patients actually who is here inside, last week visited another patient here. So she was infected from the same isolation unit. So if the isolation unit is a spreading place of COVID-19, then that becomes unfortunate again. So we are telling the county government, especially the management of this hospital, to put order in this isolation unit so that people are protected. The doctor and the patient is enough. Every doctor can handle a patient. So we don't need the public to mingle with the patients of COVID-19. Then the other one is when you're going to the main lab, you can see that corridor is the one you're going to use. The corridor passes at the gate of COVID isolation unit again. How can you allow that kind of a movement? This is not an isolation unit. We cannot call it an isolation unit. Isolation unit means you totally lock down from other areas. But then it's a passage for the laboratory. If you want to go for malaria test, you just pass the same way in front of the COVID-19 isolation unit. Yeah. So I think this is a total joke. They are not serious, and they need to be serious, especially the management of the hospital. We are not blaming political this time. We are blaming the hospital management team to put this hospital into order.
Ms. Fatuma Yusuf, I'm here today at Wajir Referral Hospital. Actually, I want to give my condolences to my brother, Mohammed Kunau, whom we just lost him. It is very sad that we are losing a lot of pioneers to negligence in our county. It is very sad, and I feel the pain. I send my condolences to the family and the residents of Wajir, so that they should take heart. Today here we are in Wajir Referral Hospital, and it's unfortunate We have been crying from the inception of county government that from 2017 to now, we are talking about oxygen. And it's becoming the order of the day that we are just talking. So this time, we can't just watch our brothers and sisters die in negligence. Something that, okay, death is inevitable. Everybody will die. But the pain part is something that can be controlled is actually killing our generation, which is very unfortunate. So we want to say one thing. We need an overhaul of this hospital, Wajir County Hospital. We need an overhaul. Unless overhaul is done, unless something different is done, it's going to be unfortunate. You had the brother who was with the deceased the whole night. That only one nurse is managing 5 patients. That is impossible. That's overworking that nurse. It's unfortunate. Even we don't know. Maybe that is not even a local lady. They are non-locals who have overworked here. So I'm telling the management of this hospital, there are those things I want to actually, there's a lot of money pumped to the health department, and we can't expect our cylinders to be referred all the way from Mandera to Elwak. And for worst part again is, we are told, I'm not sure, in the social media we are told that even Mandera the plant has a technical issue. So that's not the issue. Then that means we are burdening the Elwak health facility. The last 1 month, actually work done by the governor was that there was a plant that was installed, the oxygen plant has been installed, and things will not be the same as before. The things will not be the same again. But unfortunately, the things are not the same, but are becoming worse than before. Frankly speaking, we used to have 1 or 2 cases for COVID-19, but now we have everybody in Wajir, 90%. I wish the test could have been done. But actually, we are still in the denial stage. We recently lost how many people in the rural for COVID-19. Now, forget of the rural people that facilities are not, they even don't have a 1 room for isolation. More was the headquarters. If you put your camera, I request the cameraman to point that to where the COVID isolation unit is. It's very risky. And I'm asking the public, when you are told somebody is a COVID positive, please don't visit. You are risking the others. We are not following the COVID protocol. See? So we have also a blame. We have a role to play. And we have also a blame to take. Remember, when we have a right, we also have a responsibility. Our responsibility is very clear that we have to protect ourselves and we have to protect our loved ones. And we have to also isolate so that we are done. Myself, I had an uncle here. God, for the grace of God, he survived. But now, it's like everybody, look, if you watch right now, everybody's at the gate. Then your close isolation room is actually no go zone for everybody. No go zone unless it's the doctor-patient relation. That's the only thing. So I'm asking, please let us do an overhaul. And this day we have individuals. I want to repeat that word. We have individuals who are becoming parasite in health department. And I'm asking the people in charge, remember one day you'll be asked. I'm asking and I'm demanding the people in charge to actually make sure these parasites are removed, who are there, not there but just to feed on the blood of the innocent people of Wajir.
On the government of Wajir, shame on our county assembly for allowing the executive to push our people because of the negligence of the hospital. Shame on of those leaders who have been at the ICT the other day and polishing the governor we have. Shame in particular Wajir. Shame on you, shame on you, shame on you again. The other day, you told us that you brought all equipment required to contain COVID-19 in the district. Where is it? We are losing our professionals. We are losing our mothers and fathers. Why were you lying to our people? Why were you lying to our sisters, brothers, and uncles? Where are those equipments? Where is our money? What have you done with that money of ours? Was it misappropriated? Where has it gone? Shame on our county assembly for allowing such things to happen on their electorates. Where is the budget that you have passed the last 2 years? Are you satisfied, you MCS, your electorates today 1 by 1? Why are you contented? We denounce this government as we denounce the former governor, we denounce this governor. He is a liar, number one. He is a liar, number two. He is a liar, number three. If he's a Muslim, he couldn't have said that he has brought cylinders or COVID-19 equipments. Where the equipment he was talking about he brought. As we speak now, equipments are being received from Elwak. Shall we be at the mercy of Mandera always? Shall we be at the mercy of Mandera going seeking for cylinders? This is a big shame. This is a big shame. Shame on you. Where I'm telling you. Again, I'll tell you, shame on you. It's good he resigns and go away to where he came from. I believe he's not even from Wajir. Because if he could have been from Wajir, he could have felt the pain of the people of Wajir. It's very painful. It's very painful. And we can't tolerate anymore. To add on that, you people, you politicians, you have been elected just to run away from your people. You know your wives, your children, and your people will go to big hospitals in Nairobi. You can afford to take your patients to Aghan. But the poor, the peasant, are the ones who are dying. You don't care. That's clearly what you have been showing us the other day in ICT, and we are witnessing it. I talk to the people of Wajir and tell them, you don't have any leaders, you don't have any representative who will talk for you. Wake up, stand up, and fight for your rights.